released one earlier this morning, really talking about and expressing, that the video that was seen was horrific, involving the death of Mr. Lloyd there in Minneapolis. There's nothing about the video that can be defended. I think that the mayor and the police chief and the prosecutors moving forward with a criminal investigation was appropriate. But I wanted our community to know how I felt about it, how I view it from their police chief, and what we are doing inside the police department to ensure that nothing like this ever happens here.
Can you tell me a little bit about that, what you guys are doing?
Well, like I said, nothing in that video can be defended. There is nothing in that video that's observed the behavior of the officers or anything that we train to, right? We spend a lot of hours in initial training in the police academy and ongoing every year training about defensive tactics and arrest controls and how to take someone into custody appropriately using the reasonable and necessary amount of force. What was observed in that video was neither of those things. And so as soon as that video came out, I directed training staff to go and have conversations with every officer throughout the department to share and make sure that they see that video, but also to, again, to reaffirm my expectation that behaviors and actions by officers in that video has no place in our society and certainly no place here in the Bakersfield Police Department.
Now, the police department does have a history of police violence, and I know that you guys have held community forums in the past few years to try and help with that. Do you think it's made a difference?
I do. We've, like I said earlier, the men and women of this police department care very deeply about this community, and we've worked very hard over the last several years to improve relationships, to repair hurts, to increase the level of trust. We're not there yet, but it is a work that we're continuing to do. It's very important to me as the new police chief for the community to know that I believe in that very strongly, in the community policing principles, and we are moving forward with those to implement those. We cannot fulfill our responsibilities, the public safety responsibilities of this community, without the community's involvement. And they have a right to have input into our policies and our actions and the variety of things that we are doing. And so that is very important to me, and we will continue to build that relationship and repair those relationships going forward.
Now, we heard that there was body cams that are going to be rolled out soon. Do we have a timeline for that?
Right now, every officer that works the field in uniform has a body camera. We will reach full department deployment in a few weeks into June. By the end of June, every officer in the department, including myself, will have a body camera.
How do you think this will help, a department not only keep, police officers accountable, but increase transparency with the community?
Well, I think it is a tool that helps behavior on both sides, both as an officer and for the community member. But it certainly provides another level of, helps provide another level of trust. It is always present. The camera is always present. It will capture everything that is said and done. It is, it doesn't tell the full story all the time because the camera is focused in one direction. There are a lot of things that can occur and factor into an event. But I think it's an important tool for the community to have confidence in their police department and the actions that we are taking. It helps us have critical information as we evaluate the actions of our officers and behaviors, and certainly helps with accountability for us.
Okay, so there's word of a protest going on here tonight. Any comment from the police department on that?
I swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and part of that is the First Amendment. And they have, our community, as citizens, we have a right to assemble and to express our views, and I support that. There is a lot of anger in the community right now as a result of this incident in Minnesota. I share a lot of those sentiments, and so we will work to facilitate and make sure that those that want to engage in protest and want to have their voices heard are able to do that. Illegal and destructive acts certainly do nothing to help Mr. Lloyd or his family or further that conversation. They're not part of the First Amendment. And so criminal acts that occur will be treated as that.
Will you guys increase security or anything like that in the area?
Well, I won't get into the details of how we're preparing, but we are preparing. But again, our hope and my belief is that the people that of our community that want to assemble and have their voices heard have a right to do that. But I would ask certainly that they do it in a peaceful and nonviolent way.
This comes at a time when you guys are still out looking for new officers, and sometimes you might be able to use an instance like this to remind people that if you want to be, the person, if you want to see your police force do things the right way, then any young person should be willing to step forward and step up to the plate to what is this profession of police officer. Any message to people like that, for those young people who are galvanized in this way?
We are hiring right now, and I would encourage everyone that's interested to apply. I would encourage everyone that feels like the police department is on a wrong path or can do things better. Come join us. Help make our community and our department better.